In 2026, I've decided to do something crazy. I've decided that I'm going to make a filmette, something between a short film and a feature film, once a month for 12 months. That's 12 filmettes throughout the year. This is an attempt, an effort to build a direct relationship with my audience, with you, maybe, if you like my work. And if you don't like my work, you can scroll away now. You're not gonna like this very much. If you're an X and you like my work, you can stay. If you're an X and you don't like my work, you can leave. I don't really know. Let's stay on track. I am going to make 12 movies in 12 months, which is very exciting. And I'm also going to be inviting 100 people to be founding members of Romantical, the Romantical Studio membership. And yes, this is a membership, but there's tons of perks, and hopefully I'm giving you more than maybe I'm receiving, because I just really enjoy education and talking about filmmaking and building a community around feel-good films. To do so, I'll be going on Patreon and offering the Romantical Studios membership program. Think of it as the bonus episode of your favorite podcast that you pay for, or one of the various streaming services that you pay for that probably isn't doing as much as I plan to do for you as they're doing for them to help themselves and all that stuff that's going on over there. Anyway, to make 12 filmettes in 12 months, I'm gonna need your help. So I am launching the Romantical Studios membership program through Patreon. And I have 3 tiers, 3 ways that you can join. And I'm only inviting 100 people, the founding 100 members who are going to be hopefully helping me out on this journey to help supply the budget for these films, as well as ideally receive a lot in return. So let's break down what we're offering, what we got here. Okay, we have 3 tiers. Okay, first we have center row, the best seat in the house for $10 a month. What do you get for $10 a month? You get access. You get the front row seat, the center front row seat. You get all the films we're making ad-free in high quality that you can download and keep forever, which is very cool. And some streaming platforms, you know, they'll take off your favorite movies and you can't control them or own them. So you get to own all 12 of these. You get your name in the end credits as a thank you for being a part of the Romantical Studios and one of the 100 founding members. At the end credits of the movie, you get one of the 100 founding members credit. And this is one of the coolest things, you get an invite to the IRL monthly screening of the movie. Yes, that's right. Every month, I'm going to be showing these filmettes in a theater in New York City, and then we're gonna all go to a bar afterwards and hang out. So it's kind of like a networking event, but it's also just supporting cinema, and I'm gonna invite some of my filmmaker friends to come show their movies beforehand. It's gonna be super cool, we'll have cool moderators, but it's all about balancing the online release and the IRL eventizing of movies, because going to a theater to see a movie is important. I mean, $10 a month, you know, it's one less matcha latte a month. If you live in New York or Brooklyn and you go to one of these expensive coffee shops where it's like $10 for a matcha latte. Sometimes it's more money than that. Sometimes it's like 15. Matcha lattes are overpriced. Hey, for $25 a month, you are an actual studio member. And this is maybe my favorite tier because it highlights the educational component. If you're new here, I used to have a film school called Follow-Up Film School. We taught over Zoom. I've had probably 100 students, and truly 10 of them have come out and actually made their first feature films thanks to Follow-Up Film School, which is the coolest thing in the world. So for $25 a month, I'm gonna be sort of acting as your professor, your community member, and teaching you everything I know about filmmaking. How am I gonna be doing this? Well, you'll be receiving a once a month monthly breakdown of how we make the movies and a long form video, much like this one, about something to do in the filmmaking process. We'll have a live Q&A Zoom once a month that, of course, every studio member is allowed to join. And you're gonna have access to all of my documents. That's right, once a month, I'll be uploading scripts, budgets, contracts, all this behind the scenes stuff that's usually gatekept, but you will have access to. So if you've ever wanted to see what a pitch deck looks like or one of my scripts, you'll have access to that. Things like how to make your first independent movie, how to raise the money, how to set a schedule, how to cast actors, all these questions we have as filmmakers early on that no one really just tells us direct answers to. For $25 a month, that's about $60,000 less than going to film school. So for $25 a month, you become part of the Romantical Studio, and you are part of the making of process, getting access to documents, behind the scenes information, and a little bit of educational one-on-one with me. This is basically as if you took one Uber XL from the Lower East Side over to Brooklyn, or got an expensive salad from Sweetgreen. So that's level 2, the studioship member for $25 a month. Okay, last but not least, for $100 a month. Whoa. Okay, for $100 a month, you are an executive producer. This is pretty cool. At the beginning of every movie, you will be credited on screen as an executive producer. This will go on IMDb and Letterboxd. You will also be able to vote on what the topic of the filmette should be. So once a month, I'll upload 3 ideas I want to go make, and the EPs will vote on which one I will go do. You're kind of like my studio heads, like my boss. You'll be credited in all the Instagram clips that go up from the movie, and you'll just have your name in lights. I mean, I think it's a really cool way to sort of jump into producing, to become a part of these things. You can come visit set if you're in New York, you're more than welcome. But it's a way of showing a little bit more commitment to the 100 founding members of the Romantical Studios and being a little bit more creatively involved. You know, for $100 a month, that's really only just like one bad date a month, or a great date, and or like an unpaid parking ticket. But in this case, you get to executive produce, a filmette for Romantical Studios. Okay, so just break it down one more time. We have $10 a month, which is the center row, which is basically just sort of coming along for the ride and saying thank you. You get access to our screenings and early access to the films and downloadable copies of the movies that you can keep forever. And then for $25 a month, you're a studio member, which is kind of a two-way relationship where we get the educational component and the participant component of the making of these films, as well as the behind the scenes and the documents, and as much value as I can provide as a teacher and as a peer. And then for $100 a month, you're an executive producer. Your name in the opening credits, you're really a substantial part of these films getting made. You get to vote on the film we're gonna make, and it's kind of a tight-knit circle. We'll all keep in touch. We'll all have a text thread. It'll be awesome. Again, right now I'm only taking 100 people because to me this isn't about having thousands of people. I wanna be able to have a relationship with each of you. It's about building this parasocial relationship. Whether or not you're able to become a founding member of Romantical Studios, thank you for your support. Thank you for watching this. Thank you for watching these filmettes and encouraging me and the fellow artists that I get to hire who are filmmakers in their own right to come work on these things. You know, making movies today is just so hard. It's so hard to get people to care. It's hard to get people to show up to a theater. It's hard for a theater to care about the movie that you want to show, especially because theaters have been so screwed over by studios, and studios screw over theaters, egos, and there's algorithms, and there's legal things, and it's just, there's all these different things that get in the way of doing creative work. And as someone who's worked in the traditional system for the past, I don't know, 8 years. The amount of time we spend not focusing on being creative and doing things conducive to making a good film, it doesn't make any sense. So this is a way to change that. This is a way that I, as an artist, can bring you non-algorithm, pose things. It's a way that I can just create something meaningful and good that will hopefully bring you joy, that will be on your computer when you're doing laundry, or you'll come see it in theater and you'll have a smile on your face, you'll bring a date and you'll have a memory of coming to see it and maybe inspire you to go make something yourself. So whether or not you're gonna be a founding member or just a thumbs up on the YouTube video, thank you for your support. And I hope you get a chance to be a part of this special program.